Okay. Sige, sabihin niyo po sa CIDG o sa anti-drug.
Yes, sir.
Na gumawa kayo ng mga operations.
I would like to go back to our health advocates since we already covered all of our resource persons related to the health industry. And let me just flash again slide 55. And I would like to sound the alarm bells with our health advocates. Because the gains that we have seen in the last 5 years has now been lost in 2 years. No? And we have now 9.5 million new smokers, of which 1.1 million are adolescents. No? And this is very, very alarming from the perspective of health and from the perspective of our young people. So I would like to ask Dr. Limpin, because I heard everyone referring to you and acknowledging your statements being the most experienced among the resource persons. So I'd like to ask Dr. Limpin, first, is this a cause? Is this something to be alarmed with? And then number 2, what is happening? How come there's now a surge of 9.5 million new smokers? What is your analysis being an expert in health?
Well, thank you, Your Honor, for those questions. But with regards to your first question, definitely this is a cause for alarm because more young being introduced into the smoking addiction means that there will be more people who will eventually get sick and die from tobacco-related diseases. As to what is the possible explanation for the increase in the number of new smokers, despite the taxation that we have, there are a lot of factors that we have to contend with. Of course, included in those possible explanation will be the increase in illicit trade. But more than the increase in illicit trade, there are also other more important explanation for this increase. Number one of this is the increase in the use of electronic smoking devices. As I have actually pointed out earlier during my presentation, in the study in Australia among more than 5,000 adolescents, those who ever vape will actually have a likelihood of more than 5 times to eventually be initiated into smoking. And this is possibly, and if you look at the experience we have in the country, we saw the increase primarily at the time when we had the vape law. So what does it mean? Instead of being able to regulate the use of vape, we ended up enticing the young into this vaping, which eventually made them also go into smoking. If you look at the experience in other countries, many of those who also vape eventually ended up smoking. And not only that, buti ho kung from vape to smoking, isa-isa lang yan at a time. But there are also, in other countries, they have actually also shown that more than 50% of those who vape are also smoking at the same time. So, kumbaga sa ano po, it's not just one risk factor, but there are now 2 risk factors. So double whammy po, double injury ang nagiging dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng maraming problema tayo. Even right now, my colleagues will also affirm into the fact that even in our private practice, practice, we are seeing many of our young, age 22, 23, 25, who have started vaping, even just 1 or 2 years, coming to the clinic, complaining of shortness of breath. That is the only risk factor, Your Honor. And in fact, it has already documented in the Respirology Journal, one death of a 22-year-old male who developed acute heart attack, at the same time also had what we call EVALI, or the e-cigarette vape-associated lung injury. And this very young 22-year-old only had vaping as the risk factor. Now, as to the other explanation for the increase in this, we see that many of the, if you look at the the aggressive marketing strategy of the vape companies, they use very enticing colors, no? And they are also marketing many of these e-cigarettes into a product that appears to be toys. Okay? So this actually entice more of the young into vaping. And we are actually saying that the main reason why people are going now, we are seeing an increase in smoking prevalence is because of the increase in vaping. So kaya nga po, Mr. Chair, we have actually labeled our vape regulation law into a vape liberalization law, because the vape law has actually really paved the way for more of our young getting into vaping and eventually ended up into smoking.
What you're saying, Dr. Limpin, is one of the reasons, or one of the main, probably a major driver of why we are increasing seeing a reversal in terms of new smokers, is because of the entry of vape to our young people.
Yes.
That
yes.
is the entry point, ika nga.
Yes.
And then and you mentioned in your presentation that in Australia, there's a study there that the probability of young people entering into vape, moving into cigarettes, is 5 times higher.
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, tama po si Dr. Doroteo, no? The range is from 3 to 8 times likelihood. So, very high ang likelihood that they will end up smoking as well.
So the strategy here is to stop them from entering into the vape habit.
Yes, Your Honor.
And one of the mechanisms that this is a proven mechanism all over the world, is to increase prices through taxation so that it will be prohibitive for them. Is that a good statement? Is that an accurate statement?
Yes, Your Honor. And not only increasing the tax, but making sure that all forms of electronic smoking devices will have unitary tax. And as much as possible, similar ang tax applied to the standard cigarettes. Bakit, Your Honor? Previously, the industry have actually positioned electronic smoking devices as being less harmful, despite the fact that there is no evidence that will show concretely that this is true. So, and now we are seeing that there are now more and more people getting sick because of e-cigarettes. So, I believe that the tax should be the same as what is being taxed on standard cigarette.
Okay, Mr. Chair, pwede mo kasi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kasi na-mention
Rafi
dito yung danger sa mga kabataan, yung pagbe-vape. Bakit pinapayagan natin na na magbenta ng vape online, sino dapat ang may regulation ito? Binibenta, meron pa nga vape na may kasamang marijuana. Ito sa Shopee, binibenta tong vape na dapat hindi. Meron Shopee. Oh, dito pa Shopee. Attorney Jen Hansigovia. May Lazada rin. Bakit pinapayagan nyo na magbenta ng vape sa inyong platform?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, Senator Tulfo. Actually, we have policies in place that are compliant with the vape law. It just so happens that perhaps there are some bad actors on the internet that are able to sidestep the regulations that we have in place. Like for example, for Shopee, we actually require all our sellers of vape products to post their business registration documents and their BIR registration on their seller page. And we also we have proactive measures wherein we screen the platform and we do sweeps so that sellers or products that are not compliant will be taken down.
Po, Mama, attorney, kasi pag binibenta mo to online, madali nang makabili ang mga kabataan natin, mga minors. Kasi unlike yung sa tindahan na pupunta doon physically at hanapan ng ID, o ikaw ba ay 21 years old, papakita niya ID niya, o sige, go. Pero pag sa online na, kahit na siguro 10 years old, pwedeng bumili.
Mr. Chair, on Shopee, we have strict age verification systems wherein we require buyers of, particularly to vape products, we require buyers to verify their age. So we use the ID that they submit when they open an e-wallet account. So we rely on the ID that they submit for that to verify if they are actually above the age requirement, which is 18 years old. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, pero pwede pa naman silang gumamit ng ibang account. Pwede silang mag-utos, pwede silang makiusap. Tama? That's still possible.
Unfortunately, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. At isa pa yung sa Facebook at TikTok, wala mang ginagawa ating gobyerno para kausapin yung Facebook at saka TikTok. Nagkalat yung pagbebenta ng vape sa TikTok, sa Facebook, DTI. Hindi ba kayo nagpag-usap sa mga ito?
Mr. Chair, the DTI, pursuant to the vape law, only registered brands should be allowed to be sold online, registered with DTI as well as BIR. Now,
Sir, para hindi ka mahirapan, simplify ko ng tanong ko. Pag pumunta ka sa Facebook, sa TikTok, 1 to sawa imbentahan ng vape doon. Person to person na. Okay, wala nang check ng ID. Ang point ko dito is, bakit hindi nyo kausapin sa Facebook kasi TikTok tungkol sa isyong ito? You sit down with them and you tell them na mukhang may problema ata tayo, especially sa mga kabataan natin na kahit na sino pwede nang bumili.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kinakausap po namin ang Facebook, Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, Carousel, and since August 2023, they have taken down combined 4,539,229 posts or accounts.
That's exactly what I want to hear, sir. Thank you.
And however, like what Shopee mentioned earlier, meron pong mga nakakalusot. For example, instead of putting vape dun sa advertisement nila, lalagay nila for example chocolate or ice cream. So nakakalusot po itong mga ganito, but together po with other agencies like the BIR, we are also doing sweeps, and as well as the platforms themselves, they're also doing sweeps. For another measure po, we recently drafted a policy to govern the online sales. This has been subjected to public consultation already, In there, we are recommending ways for effective age gating measures that's required under the vape law. Ang nakalagay po kasi dun sa vape law is to ensure that yung individuals below 18 years of age hindi po sila makapag-access. So, ang nangyayari po yung previous na nakikita po natin na practice na self-declaration, are you 18 or older, yung ganong practice po, we do not allow that kasi madali pong dayain yon. We're waiting lang po for the policy to be finalized and we'll be publishing the policy, Mr. Chair.
Okay, itong ano ko din sa sa BIR, Customs and DTI. Meron pa kayong ginagawang entrapment operations dito sa mga nagtitinda ng vape illegally sa online? Kasi pwede mo ipa-down o di lusot yung gumawa ng illegal na aktibidad. Dapat meron ding masampulan.
Yes, Mr. Chair. On the part of the DTI po, meron na po kaming dinidevelop right now na kasi we've seen, meron po kami nakitang network ng sellers and resuppliers, suppliers, warehouse.
Sir, dinidevelop pa lang. Dapat kahapon pa na-develop na ito.
Mr. Chair, yung gumawa po kami ng mapa ng mga individuals. Once na ma-complete po namin ito, we'll be submitting the data to the DOJ for the proper filing of
Gumawa
formal
kayo ng
charges.
entrapment operation, sir. I'm telling you.
I'm
Dapat
sorry
may
po.
mahuli. Hindi lang yung pagpapadown ng account ang mahalaga rito, kundi kung sino man yung mga taong pasimuno ng paggawa ng illegal na aktibidad using online. Do some entrapment operation. Shopee, nagbebenta pala kayo ng marijuana, no? Ito, marijuana, Shopee, 2,500 pesos. Malakas bang bentahan nyo ng marijuana?
Mr. Chair, that is prohibited on our platform.
Oh, bakit? Ito, meron, Siyempre, wag nyo kunan to.
If I may ask, I would like to ask for details of that so that we can take action against the
Ito natin
seller.
sa kay ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Ingat din po kayo dyan sa Shopee. Hindi naman po sa mga marijuana. Kung minsan yung mga sex toys, binibenta sa Shopee. Lahat ng mga kalasuan nabibenta sa Shopee. Ingat po kayo. Harangin niyo po. Yan, marijuana papakita sa'yo. Diba?
Thank you.
So, ayan, Now, siguro yung yung PNP o PDEA, gumawa kayo ng entrapment operation. Yan, yung mga nagbebenta ng marijuana online. Meron ba tayo ditong taga-PDEA? PNP? Wala? PNP? PNP?
Sir.
Ayan, sir, ang dami mga nagbebenta ng marijuana sa Shopee. So, hulihin nyo.
Yes, sir. Actually, we have on our record, sir, we have done entrapment and by bust operation also, sir.
Bypass, meron kayo nahuli.
Yes, sir.
Ilan na po nahuli nyo? Yung nagtitinda sa online, ha?
Not necessarily, sir, na sa online, sir.
Hindi, sir. Online ang gusto ko.
Online, sir.
Kasi ang pinag-usapan natin online,
Yes, sir.
Gumawa ka ng entrapment operation tulad yan, nagbebenta sa Shopee, online. O dito yon local. E di, entrap nyo.
Yes, sir.
Hulihin nyo at saan yung source noon. At sino yung nasa likod noon. Sino manufacturer noon. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Kung gusto, maraming paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. So, sir, gusto ko marinig sa, ano po kayo sa PNP?
Sa DIDM po, sir, investigation po, sir.
Okay. Sige, sabihin niyo po sa CIDG o sa anti-drug
Yes, sir.
na gumawa kayo ng mga operations. Yung pagbebenta ng mga marijuana online. The fact na hindi kayo kumikilos, tataas ang kilay na marami natin mga kababayan. Pero pagdating sa mga beer house, pabilis kayo mang raid. Yung mga sumasayaw-sayaw dyan sa beer house, ni-raid nyo every now and then. Pero yung mga marijuana na malaki nakakabenta sa online, hindi nyo ginagalaw. Anong ibig sabihin po nito? Puro beer house na lang bang gagawin yung raid? Mag-raid naman kayo. Ano?
Sir, we'll comply on that, sir.
Tagal na po yan. The fact, huwag nyo sabihin na hindi nakarating, hindi nasapol ng radar ninyo yan. I wouldn't believe. Kung yung nagka-Carey Cruz nga, sapol ng radar ninyo, hinuhuli nyo, Carey Cruz. Yung mga natutupada niya, nahuhuli nyo. Pero pag ito, mas malaking issue, marijuana online. Diba, sir? Do you agree?
We'll comply on that,
Okay,
sir.
isang tanong naman, sir. So, bakit hindi nasapol sa radar niyo ito, sir? Bakit nakalusot po? Okay po yun, sabi niyo, may mga nahuli kayo by bus sa labas. Ang gusto ko po online. So, bakit hindi po nasapol sa radar niyo? Bakit, in short, bakit hindi nakarating sa inyong kaalaman?
I think we will be extending our operations on based on online platforms.
So alam nyo na merong nagtitinda ng mga marijuana online pero hindi yung ginagalaw. Kasi sabi nyo, paigtingin nyo na. At
Yes.
kasama na yung sa online. So dati pala, alam nyo na, kaya lang online, sige, exempted muna kayo, dito lang kami sa labas.
Not necessarily, sir, but because our operation, sir, in particular in this law, sir, is always in coordination and collaboration with the agency primary responsible, sir, in implementing the this particular law, sir. Yes, sir.
Make it short na lang, sir, last, okay. Lahat ng mga gumagawa ng illegal online, dapat binabantayan nyo, sir. Gumagawa kayo ng traffic operation, hinuhuli nyo po, sir. And I commend you, sabi mo, marami na kayong nahuli sa labas. Nagtitinda ng illegal drugs. Okay, well and good, thank you. How about dun sa online? Hindi nyo ginagalaw. Yun po yun, sir. Di ba, sir, nakakataas kilay? Tama? Thank you, sir. I rest my case. Thank you, Mr. Chair.